Hi, this is Hanoch Piven, and we're waiting now for people to join us. And we are going to start in 5 more minutes. So, meantime, make sure you have objects. You got objects. So, and objects can be pretty much anything. Anything that you have in the house, even materials that stuff that you would like to use, but it can still be used to create a face, a bird. So make sure to have objects with you, so you can take advantage of these minutes to go and get yourself some stuff until we start. Okay, we are getting ready. We are going to start very soon. We understand that there is a problem with the comments right now. We're trying to work on the comments to make your ability to comment. Okay, so while we are trying to fix the possibility to comment, we're gonna start, and hopefully we'll find ways for you to comment back. So hello everyone. Hello Ahmedabad. Hello GGIS School. I am Hanoch Piven, and I usually live in Israel, but now I happen to be in Barcelona. So I'm speaking to you from Barcelona today, and I'm excited to be here with you. I actually did visit Ahmedabad, and I was at the Bukaru Festival. So I know where you are. I know your city, and let's see. The live chat is active now. That's what I've been told. So if you write me some chat, I will hopefully get it. So I'm excited to be here with you, and this is a new thing for me. I have to first of all tell you, so be a little bit forgiving with me. This is the first live YouTube that I do. I've been doing lots and lots and lots of Zoom workshops, and Zoom workshops are different because I can share my screen and I can see you working. And I think that the biggest challenge I have today is that I'm not going to be able to see you working. And I think that me as a teacher is so important for me to see you working. So we need to work on that feedback, on that ability of you to show me what you are doing. So for that, the best way to do it is that there are two ways. One, we will use the chat. Hopefully the chat is active now and I'll be able to read what's happening on the chat. I still haven't solved that problem. And so writing on the chat will be one way. But even better than that, I would want you to post even images in the process, even while you're trying things, so I can see them and react to that. So where can you post it? Please post it on Instagram and put a hashtag that says hashtag Piven GGIS. Kushal from Curio-o-Box should be posting it on the chat. So you see that hashtag. That hashtag will allow all of us to see the work that is being done as we are proceeding, as we are advancing. So I mentioned Kushal from Curio-o-Box, and I want to thank Kushal and Curio-o-Box for creating this connection with the school and for having me visit you here, at least through YouTube. I'm still cannot see the live chat, so I wonder where the live chat is hiding. Let's see if it's here. No, it's not. It was on the right before, but it's not there. So I will try to continue with without the chat. All right. Okay. Yeah, Kushal is telling me that the chat is here, but I do not see it. So Kushal, maybe you can send me through WhatsApp where the chat is. I do not see it on my screen. But let's continue, because I think the main thing is that you hear me, and let's be happy that we have that. So I'm an artist and I make pictures. I make pictures using three-dimensional objects. Here you can see Barack Obama, and here you can see, I'm sure you can recognize, who is it? Donald Trump, of course, right? President Donald Trump. This is actually an old one. And you know what? Here is one that is relevant to Ahmedabad. Yeah, I did this one long time ago, and I visited the Gandhi Ashram at Ahmedabad. So you can see that I've used a lot of dal to make the portrait of Gandhi. And let me show you some other creations. For example, here you can see the Pope, and here you can see Fidel Castro, right? And here's one of my favorite ones. Can you see Albert Einstein? So, as you see, I choose objects to depict pictures of famous people, to depict the famous people, to tell something about the people that I am showing you. But what's interesting is that the objects communicate in different ways. There are objects like, if we look here at the eyes of Barack Obama, it's very clear what they communicate. But if we look at the nose of Obama, for example, you can see that the nose kind of opens a space, makes us think. Why did he put it? Why is that nose there? And this is really the beauty of objects and the beauty of art, really. It opens a space, and each one of us might arrive to a different answer, to a different idea. Each one of us can give it a different meaning. Many times when we are observing art or when we are creating art, we are giving it our own interpretation, our own meaning. And art is a means of communication. It's not just a means of communication from one person to another, but it's also an internal means of communication. So this is really what we are going to be doing today. We are going to be using objects to tell something about ourselves. So you are invited to make a self-portrait. It can be a family portrait, and it can be just your own portrait. The kid that is watching, and I know we have 6 years old, we have 8 years old, we have 10 years old watching, or 14, with your parents. So the parents can help the kid make the portrait, or even better, the whole family can create together. And I'm gonna show you very soon the way I do it. But as we start working, because I wanna get feedback from you, and I still cannot see the chat, but I know that the chat is alive. So I would like to give you a first exercise. And the first exercise is to choose an object that says something about you. For example, if, you know what, here's an object that I like about me. It's a little rope. It's an object that describes me. And why I think this little thread describes me? Because it's flexible. And I think I am a flexible person. And here's the proof. I'm not seeing the chat, but I'm going on, you know. But in general, I think in order to be creative, you need to be flexible. And I like this thread because I can make a mouth with it. I can make, I can make different things with it. So this little thread is describing me because of a quality of it, flexibility, which is a quality that I have. So I'm inviting you to write on the chat one object that describes you. Okay? So why don't you look at the objects that you have, and I hope that all of you have a big pile of all types of objects. So why don't you, first of all, look around the objects that you have while I prepare my studio here to start working and showing you things. And write on the chat, my name is Hanoch, I am from Israel, and I chose a little thread because I am flexible. So it's an opportunity for you to introduce yourself, to say, hi, I'm here, I'm from here, you know me, and I chose this because it describes me. Okay, so this is a little exercise while we get ready to start creating the portrait, but it is a warm-up for the portrait because it really helps us to start talking using objects, to start sharing something about ourselves using objects. All right, so I'm going to prepare my working area here. And let me see if I can find the chat that for whatever reason is not here. I know that the chat is working for you, and I'm excited about that. I wish I could see it. Oh, okay. So I'm getting feeds here from the chat, which is really exciting. Verushka Shah, I am 11 years old, and I think a pompon describes me because I am soft and colorful. This is so beautiful. Yeah, the pompon is a very, very, very good. It's a very good metaphor. Let's see if I get some other ones sent to me. Expand menu. Yeah, I don't know why the chat is not here. Hetal Shukla, I am 6 years old and I am colorful like a butterfly. This is beautiful. Viha, this is really beautiful. So while you continue describing yourself in such beautiful way, here's what I would like you to do. First of all, make sure to have some kind of a board, something sturdy, which can be, simple cardboard. It can be a bit bigger. It can be pretty much anything. Oh, that's a good idea. I just got a good idea to be able to see the chat. Okay, now I'm seeing the chat. Now I'm seeing the chat. Okay, all right. And Vihan, I am AAA electric battery describes me. I am thin and small in size, and you probably are also very energetic, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a board to work on and start putting objects on the board. Even at the beginning, do it a little bit randomly. If you happen to have blue tack or some sort of Play-Doh like this, it's a good thing in order to glue materials. For example, I have this marble. This marble is hard to fix it, so I put a little bit of blue tack. It's white in this case, and then the marble will stay. So this is a good thing to have. So at the beginning, I like to try to do something very simple, to start with making very simple eyes, like here, and then we can make a very simple nose like this, okay? And then start playing with mouths. Everything that we will put down here will become a mouth. And slowly we can start trying different possibilities, right? And thread, remember I was showing you that I had some thread before. Thread is a wonderful, wonderful example because with thread you can really start playing with facial expressions. So this thread can really become so many things. Now the face is really sad. Now, if we're talking about facial expressions, so it's interesting to see that the eyebrows really help a lot to create facial expressions. But you know what? Because I'm not seeing those very well, it gives me the idea to bring a background color. So if you have some color paper, get some color paper, because color paper is also great to create background color. So you see I added the paper, and I'm going to put back this nose. Let's put it like this. Yeah. And now, let me use those two eyebrows. I mean, see, it can be a mouth, but it can be eyebrows. So now we can start playing a little bit with facial expressions. This face can be happy. This face can be sad. This face can be mean, mischievous, right? So, so one thing that helps facial expression is actually adding the white of the eye, the sclera. We all have, right? We all have the white of the eye, the sclera. And the reason we have this white part in the eye is in order to create a contrast with the eyeballs, with the pupils, so that our brain will be focused on your eyes, because our brain is looking for contrast. We want to have contrast, and once we have contrast, we see the eyes. And the reason we see the eyes is because we know that in the eyes is where emotion is, where we can see what the other person wants, whether the other person is happy, whether the other person wants from us. And there is another place, of course, that white appears on the face, and I'm sure you guessed it, it's here. It's in the teeth, in the mouth. So again, the mouth is a place that describes emotion and intent. So this is how we know whether the person that we're meeting now is a person that is going to be nice to us or not, or what's the situation of the person that we are meeting now. So maybe a good exercise to do while I read some of your wonderful comments is to play a little bit with facial expressions, okay? And then we're going to get, after we practice a little bit of facial expressions, like, let's see how many facial expressions you can make. Like, this guy now can start shouting, and let's see, he can even shout like this more. And but the person can also be sweet, or maybe it can have even a sharp mouth. All right, so play a little bit with facial expressions. And I like that Aratrika, I'm like a knife because I'm really sharp at thinking. And Divian is 8 years old, and I'm like a thread, move from anywhere. And Sharanya Gandhi is 7 years old, and Robert describes me because I am soft. And Shirian, she's 9 years old, and you feel like a cardboard because I like to help people. This is so wonderful. Thank you for continue. So you and Vardan is just like plain paper. This is wonderful. All right, so we were talking about paper. Paper is helpful because we not only can make a background, but we can also make with the paper some kind of background, right? So, for example, in this case, I'm going to cut a little shape to make my face. So my head, because I'm going to be making my own self-portrait, just as you are making yours. So let's go back to the board. And again, it's very important to understand that we glue only at the very end, because as we don't glue, while we don't glue, we can really, really try different possibilities. So, so this is actually, I'm going to try this. And slowly, I'm going to try to see if I can make it look like myself. I do have a big mouth. I talk a lot, but let's see. Let's start bringing things. I try to have ideas, so a light bulb, and I try to be happy. Yeah, see, this is a good thing for my hair. It can work on my hair. So let's see if I put it here. I have some hair here, and I have big ears, so maybe those could be here. And I'm an artist, so so maybe a brush could work somewhere here also. And I'm bringing some stuff. Not everything will enter, but I'm just putting lots of stuff around. And let's see what of all that will end up entering my work. So remember, it's really about trial and error. What I'm doing now is called trial and error, because trial and error gives us the possibility to make mistakes. The worst that can happen is that I make a mistake. And what's the big deal? Making a mistake just means, here, let me make a mistake. I'm going to use this heart, okay, because I'm a very loving person. I'm going to use this heart as an eye. Is this a good idea? I don't think so. So maybe it just doesn't work. I move it aside. Nothing happened. I just tried something and it didn't happen. Another thing I realized is that my eyes are not black. My eyes are green. So, and I love marbles. Look, I put those marbles here just to keep them. And I realized that they look like teeth. They are great teeth. And this brings me to another thing that happens all the time when we create happy accidents, things that we do not plan, that suddenly they work well. And actually, you know that lots of the greatest inventions in life happened because of happy accident. So happy accidents come all the time. And being creative is many times about paying attention to what happens. And when we pay attention also to the happy accidents. So this is the importance of paying attention, because when we pay attention, many times we will discover ideas just because we were there when they happen. Oh, this is a great object for my eye, I think, because again, it makes a lot of noise. And I do make a lot of noise. All right, so let's see. I have some hair, and I'm gonna try to create my beard. Maybe this can help me create my beard. Yeah, this could be good. And yeah, with this, okay, so it's getting there. I feel like, my eyebrows are very bushy. So I'm going to try to give myself some corks as make them a little bit more bushy. Good. And the truth is that I love drinking wine. So let's see. Okay. There you go. All right. And oh, Ritisha Chopra, you write me, I love your ideas, but I don't have the material. You know what? Everybody has the material. You have the material in your home. I'm sure you have some plastic bottles, and you might have a little cap of the plastic bottle. I'm sure you have buttons. I'm sure you have rubber bands, and rubber bands are wonderful to also, they create lots of, you can do many things with them. And you might have a sharpener, and I'm sure you have shoelaces that are old. And with a shoelace, this is part of a shoelace actually, you can really play. And I'm sure you have an old pencil that you can use also. So I am sure that you just need to understand that the materials is pretty much what we all have at home. It's not anything that that I have that you don't have. So it's important to remember that. Okay, and I hope. Okay, so yeah, you can send an email with from my creations of your creation, and you can send it. Let's see, you can send it to hold on, I'm gonna write. You can send it to info@pivenworld.com. Okay, pivenworld.com is my okay. Oh, I made I have an extra space there, but info@pivenworld.com. All right. So how is oh, it makes the space, but I don't know why it makes a space there automatically. But just that you know, it's info@pivenworld.com. And so so how is your self-portrait happening? So I'm looking now at mine, and I feel like I can still improve it. I feel that this is kind of too big, this eye. I wonder if I bring it down, if it will get a bit better. Yeah, maybe I should go. Let's see, how will this work? Oh, I like this one. I like this one. And maybe I'm going to take this whistle away, and I'm going to try to have, yeah, I like it more like this. And this is my nose, because, I try to have lots of ideas, but maybe I'm going to try a different nose. Let's see if I can find a different nose. And let's see. Let's see. Okay, I found. See, I have a box here with lots and lots and lots of stuff. Lots of marbles, lots of materials, and actually, it's a good idea to collect in a box things like that you don't need anymore, and slowly you will have your own collection of wonderful possibilities that you can use. For example, look at those. Oops. Look at those. I can try to see how what happens if instead of having balls, little marbles, I have eyes like this. So I'm just trying and see if this is better. Let's see. What do you think? It got better? I don't think so. I think it was better before. So we go back. Okay? So, all right. So how is, did anybody upload any image to Instagram? And even if you just upload your process, even if you're not done, don't worry about it. If you're not done, it keeps changing all the time. You know what? I like this nose. I like this nose. I think this nose is kind of my nose. I'm gonna try to have this nose. I don't know if you guys like it better or not. What do you think? This nose, let me ask you, do you think this nose is better or this nose is better? The light bulb or the balloon? What do you guys think? Let's see if maybe you guys can answer me. All right. And okay. And you know what? I feel like I need to have big ears. So I'm going to have the bulb, the balloon. I think the balloon is winning. I think the balloon. Oh, we have a good competition between the balloon and the bulb. I think we are 3-3. So this is okay. So I'm gonna try it again. Okay, my ears. Ears are here. Okay, and maybe I'll have ears like this. I think more people will want the balloon. Well, I think, we'll have to try the two of them. I like the light bulb because of the meaning of it, but I have to tell you that because of the whiteness is competing a lot with the eyeballs, with the white of the eye. So what I like about the balloon is that it is giving me a different color here. And it's also something that has meaning. So, it's okay. Maybe I can use the light bulb some other time for something else. So I chose the balloon, like many of you that also chose the balloon. So let's see. Oh, that's a good idea, Danish Sajnani, that we could actually blow the balloon. Let's try that. I'm doing it live with you. Let's try. I don't know if I'll succeed tying this balloon, but let's see. Okay, so if we have it like this, let's see. I'll try to make a little. See? Okay. Let's see what happens. All right. I'm so. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? Whoever suggested the blown balloon? Yeah, many times you don't know what's going to happen. So you think something can work. And I feel that it's not bad, but the problem now is how do I go back to the non-blown balloon? So I'm gonna see if I have another balloon here. I think I have another balloon. Might not be the same type of balloon. Oh, okay. So look, I have some other balloons here. Inflated balloon looks average. See, so this is the beauty about trial and error, that we are constantly trying. And you know what? This balloon is bigger than the other one. So this one that I found now is actually better. So this was a good example that by making a mistake, by being confused, by not succeeding in something, I ended up finding something that works better. So this is actually a very, very good thing that happened to us. I like to smile. I like to be a smiley person. So, all right, so let's put the eyebrows there. And what's nice about when we have the white is that we can make ourselves, the white of the eyes, the sclera, we can make ourselves look to one side, and we can look to the other side, and we can even look a little bit crazy, right? So we can really be very, very, very goofy. I like to have tiny mouth. Yeah. So all right. So see, this is a new emotion, and let me take away some of the stuff that I'm not using. So and I so that you can see my creation. And I wish I could see your creation. I'm sure that if I would see your creation, I would go like this. Oh my God! I would be so surprised by looking at your creations that I would go like this. And I would really love your creations and feel very happy that we are creating together, right? Um, an interesting thing about when we put something in the mouth is that anything that we put inside looks like teeth. Maybe let's have this heart, and you can see that whatever we put that is white will look like teeth, right? All right, so I feel like I still haven't found the perfect mouth for myself. I am looking for the perfect mouth. Oh, I love to have little rubber bands for mouth. Those are hair bands. Um, yeah. So we have 20 more minutes. So I wish I could see your creations. I wonder if anybody created something on I wonder if anybody created something on using the hashtag Piven GGIS. Let me see. I'm gonna write now. I'm gonna write Piven GGIS. Let's see. Oh, no results for now. No results from now. For now. And I wonder if anybody sent. Okay, so this is the time, since we have 20 more minutes, is the time to send your images. Either upload them to oh, okay, somebody tagged my account. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so okay, I'm trying to see. It's the communication back here is can be so difficult. Um, let's see. Mm-hmm. So remember, try to send try to send images to info@pivenworld.com, as we said before. Okay, yeah, some of you are still working, so you guys can continue working and send it later. Let's see. Okay, where you can send pictures on Instagram. So, Kushal, would you like to write again would you like to write again the hashtag? You can share it on your Instagram, but make sure to put it's Piven GGIS, right? There it is, Piven GGIS. Yes. Okay. So and yes. So all right. So one last thing is the gluing. If you are with your parents and you have and you have a hot glue gun, this is a wonderful tool to glue with. And so this is a time in which you can start gluing. So I just plugged in my hot glue gun, so we'll give it a couple of minutes to warm up. So I want to go back and remember a couple of things that we learned today. The first thing that we learn is that we can communicate through objects. Objects have meaning, and art is communication. So we can communicate by the objects that we choose to use. For example, I try to be a happy person, so I have some party horns on my head. I like to drink some wine, and I have some hair issues, so I'm losing my hair. So, um, a brush or um, is a good example for that. And so this is the first thing that we learned, that we can really use objects to communicate. The second thing that we learned today is about trial and error. We try things until we arrive to something that we like. As long as we don't rush to glue, we can try constantly many different possibilities until we find the right object that we like. And we might arrive to a wrong object, but eventually we find the right object, right? So so that's the second thing. It is to do trial and error, and also it's important to notice the happy accidents. Remember when I almost by mistake I had this mouth here, and I put those two marbles here because I wanted for them to be held. And then I realized, oh my God, they make amazing teeth. So this is something that happens always, and it is happy accidents, coincidences, serendipity. This is how many creations happen. So it's important to notice those happy accidents. And the last thing that it's not the last thing, but another thing that we learned today is to be flexible, to understand that our creation keeps changing all the time. And part of being creative is allowing ourselves to make mistakes and to try things, okay? Of course, we also learned about the sclera, the white of our eyes, and that helps us focus on our eyes. Okay, So let's see. What do we have here? I think some people might have. Okay, let's see. I am smelling that the hot glue gun is getting ready. So soon, and this is the last thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to glue. Okay, I'm looking as we speak. I'm trying to see if I can find any of your creations. But meantime, look, my hot glue gun is ready. So see, the glue starts coming. So it's very important. Just want to say the obvious. It's very important not to touch this part of the hot glue gun, and also the glue. Don't touch the glue. It comes very hot. So the way to glue is, instead of gluing the object here, well, that object is not participating, but let's say instead of gluing the object here, I put a little bit of glue on the place where I'm gluing. In this case, I'm gonna put it here. Okay, there we go. I'm putting some glue here on the surface, always on the surface, so that creates less chances of me, by mistake, burning myself. Okay, so I'm slowly lifting it up, and also at this point we don't want to move it too much, because it took us a while. It took me a while, and I'm sure it took you a while to arrive to the right place. So we don't want to be making too many moves, right? Here we go. And also on this side. Okay, and let me glue the smile. Okay, and you know, a lot of the idea of being creative really involves being forgiving with ourselves, because it's never gonna come out exactly the way we imagine. It's gonna be something different. And you see that now that I'm picking up the objects, some things are moving, and it's okay. I accept that when we work with objects, a lot of things are gonna happen that are not exactly what we wanted to happen. I'm also gonna glue the paper, so I'm lifting up the paper to make sure that the orange face is staying. Okay, so oh, I forgot to glue the balloon. That's something that happened. I forgot to glue the balloon. This is what happens when we lift it up, that we see what we forgot to do. There we go. So the balloon is glued. And I also forgot to glue the paper, the background, the green background. So here we go. Okay, I think that now there are all these little threads that they always come out. Don't worry about that. So let me, here I am. Oh, I need to fix, see, when we lift up, we realize what we still need to do. And we might want to improve it. Let's see if I manage to glue this, and maybe I can change this hair here. Let me see if I can improve it. So meantime, I want to tell you that we have 10 more minutes, and this is an opportunity for you to write comments. So maybe you have some comments that you would like to. Comments can be questions. Maybe you have a question that you want to ask me. So this is my opportunity to answer your question. Meantime, I'm just gonna finish gluing this here so it doesn't come down, and this side also. There we go. We put it here. Okay. And let's see if I can. Okay. This one I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to change it now. Great. So any questions that you would like to ask me? Come on. Any question? Let's see. Num, 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 num. So I glued my my image, and what do you think? It looks like me a little bit. I'm trying to look like my image. I think this could have been better. I definitely think that the eye could have been a little bit. The eyes could have been a little bit better, but given the circumstances, I am kind of happy with what I did. So, okay, so Verushka Shah, how did you get into this and what inspired you? Thank you, Verushka, for asking me that question. The truth is that when I was young, I always drew, and but I also had other interests. For example, I loved math, and in school I studied math, and even I went for 1 year to college to study mathematics and computers. I swear I did. And but when I was 25, I said to myself, actually, what I like to do the most is to draw cartoons. So I went to art school, and I studied cartooning. I'm gonna disconnect the hot glue gun while I'm telling you this story. And as I was in art school learning to draw cartoons, I was very frustrated. And one day, by mistake, I saw that a box of matches can be the mustache of Saddam Hussein, the leader of Iraq that I was drawing then. And by that happy coincidence, I discovered that I could use objects. Let me see if I can find here that portrait of Saddam Hussein. Here it is that I was just telling you about. So this was my first portrait that I did. You see the matches there, right? As the mustache. This was the first portrait that I did using objects. So it was a happy accident, and this is why I believe in happy accidents, because I believe that when we are creating, if we're open, if we pay attention, we will discover good things. So this is how I learned that I could work with objects. I felt comfortable with the objects. I slowly got better in that, and I really learned to do things in my own way. And drawing with objects, I am probably one of the best in the world. Drawing with a pencil, drawing with a pen, I'm not very good at that. Okay, so let's see if I can. For whatever reason, I'm having a hard time accessing your posts on Instagram. Okay, I see. Let's see. I am seeing one creation. Okay, I am almost. Yeah, I see creations. I see some creations. Wonderful. Yeah, this is so nice. This is let's see. I am trying to arrive to, though I'm seeing more creations, so that makes me really really happy. I'm not sure I'm able to access the names. Is there any other question? Simple Jane, what can't you understand? You don't understand my English? Let's see if anybody else is. We have the last 3-4 minutes, so let's see if anybody else can has a question. And meantime, let me see if I can access some of your creations. Oh, Twanch Balu, I see this wonderful image that you created. I love it. So happy. Is this a person with a beard? Yeah, this is lovely. Thank you so much. Um, let's see if anybody. Okay. Oh, and look at this. Uh, Auni Fanai, look at this wonderful creation. Lovely. Lovely. And let's see if we have some. Let's see if anybody did the tag of Piven GGIS. Piven GGIS. Come on. Searching. I think nobody did that. Okay. But let me see if we see some other. Okay, so we see this one. We already see this one. And look at this one. This is wonderful by Pooja Rewani. Thank you so much. And okay, so I think let me visit again the chat to see if you guys ask me some other question. So Vinita Bhatia, how did I come up with ideas for what I draw? So I said how I started, and one more thing I want to say is that ideas come from doing. Many times when we are engineers, when we are planning to do something big, so maybe first we plan it, we think about it, maybe then we make a diagram, and then we build it according to the diagram. But there is another way to work, and artists usually, and especially in this way of working, we do things. And as we are doing it, at the beginning, it might not be very good and we might not have ideas. But when we start doing, this is how ideas come. So, and this is actually not just when we are doing a collage like the one we did today. I think in general, being creative many times is about trying, doing things, and then reacting to it, and then saying, well, what happened now is really good. So that's a great idea. So my question, my answer to Vinita Bhatia that said, how did you come up with ideas? Many times ideas come to me in the process. First, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have any ideas. I feel maybe even frustrated, maybe sad because I'm not having ideas. But then an idea clicks. In the process, the idea will come to me. And I hope the same, I kind of feel that the same will happen to you as well. So, dear GGIS students, this is Hanoch Piven, and I am going to say goodbye to you. It was so much fun to work with you. I wish I could have seen more of your images, given the circumstances and being it the first time that we did it this way, so that I did it this way. So I think we did pretty well. I am happy you were here with me. And I'm going to say goodbye to you. Me and my new self-portrait, we are going to say goodbye to you. So Vedika Meta, bye. Thank you for saying goodbye to me. And the email again is info@pivenworld, without the space anywhere. I don't know why this makes the space, but this is the email. Please email pictures, and I will put a post on my Facebook, and my Facebook is facebook.com Hanoch Piven. So I will put your pictures on my Facebook. Whatever I get, I will put it and I will respond to it. So make sure to send it to me in any way that you want. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have met you, and hopefully one day I'll come back to Ahmedabad to be there with you. All right. Bye-bye now. Bye.